Yeah, I look crazy. I apologize, everyone. My name is Brita Filter. I was on RuPaul's Drag Race season 12. I apologize. I'm getting ready for a drag show right now. Hi everyone in the chat. Uh, I organized a fundraiser at the legendary iconic Stonewall here in New York City. We did a fundraiser called Fascism is a Drag. And I talked to Emma, who is the head of the chapter here in New York City, and we were talking about fundraising. And I really wanted to. I mean, giving back is the number one thing that I do. So the best way I thought for me to give back is to use my talents and what I can do. And so I got everyone who was interested within our community, and I pretty much said, "Hey, we're going to do this fundraiser, and we're going to sell tickets, and we're going to raise money, and we're going to get people to donate." And so I got about 13 different drag queens, musicians, different singers from Broadway. I got comedians, and they all just donated their time. And I put together this show that was, centered around joy. I thought it was really important to center the show around joy because joy is resistance. And, so many times you can go to these shows and these different speeches, and it's so pedantic and it's so sad. And I was like, I understand it's so sad and it's so depressing, but in order to fight this fight, I think it is so important for us to fight this resistance with joy, because that is what we have, and that's what helps us keep going. And I think that's what helped all of us in the very beginning, to keep fighting. And so I'm leading everything that I do with joy, with so much joy. So this entire show was in joy, was coming from joy. And I got different speakers within the community. Eric Botcher was a great one. Marty Gold Cummings is also a great leader within our community, who's also another drag queen who ran for city council, who is also on the board for GLAD. But it was just a really beautiful night of community, and so many people came after me. I'm also organizing the next one. We're gonna have another one. We raised $3,100 for Refuse Fascism to get buses from New York City to DC. So that's absolutely incredible. It's just really important for me, and to get the word out. Especially, we also handed out 2,000 flyers during No King. So I think like during the next rally, it would be a great idea if you wanted to start something like this within your own community to, during the next rally to hand out flyers, because these are the people that are going to come to events like these. You can get people during these rallies and during these protests to come out and to support, because they want to know. They're so ramped up at these functions that they want to know, when's the next event, when can we participate, how can we get involved, and people want to know and they want to spend their money. So I think this is a great way to continually get their support. And then once they're at that next event, say when the next event is. And, that's how you can keep their interest and make sure you stay in contact with them. I think is a really great way. I know that there are people that have stayed in contact with me that, they came to the event and they're like, okay, well, where are these buses that you're talking about? So then we lead them to the Refuse Fascism NYC page, and now they've signed up for buses. So, and I think like even more so now, it's important to be like, okay, now that we have these buses, like maybe we start little groups. We start little groups and we're like, hey, let's start a little group. Let's get our little group together. Our little ladies with the red hats. Let's get on the bus together and have a little adventure. Let's fight this together. I think, a lot of people are starting to realize that you can make this like the gays go to brunch. It's like we can also have fun, but we can also fight the good fight, at the same time. And I think that a lot of people are starting to realize that like this can be like a gay pride parade. Like, we can march during the day, and then we can also celebrate at night, but then get back out there and fight again the next day.
Absolutely. Don't stay up too late so that you can go out the next day
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely.
and be
It's so
part of the
important.
fight. I wanted to just ex- express express so much appreciation for that you pulled this together. You involved so many different people. There were so many different voices um, projecting that the Trump fascist regime must go now and to get on the bus. And if you can't get on
Absolutely.
the bus, to be part of getting somebody else there in DC on November 5th. And so I know that you're getting ready, but I'm so
Yes,
glad that you came by. And I think
thank
that the
you.
idea of more of us doing events like you did as part of building for and supporting this movement is just a really important lesson. So thanks for starting us off this way.
Thank you so much.
Take care. So now I want to pull back up the screen and share